Namaste. Myself B. Malati, a research scholar pursuing PhD under the guidance of Dr. K. Chandrasekharaya garu. The title of my research is Web Intelligence. And after the PhD registration, during this gap, I have published 6 papers as a main author. And these include my contribution. And among these 6 papers, the first paper is published in ACM Digital Library, and the second paper is a IEEE conference paper. The third, fourth and fifth papers are published in international journals which are recognized by UGC, and the sixth paper is published in Springer, and all the 6 papers are the conference papers. Moving on to the first paper. The title is Analytical Trends and Practices of Web Intelligence, and this is presented in a symposium on women in research which is held in Aurobindo College at Indore. And moving on to the details, the abstract of the paper is this, and we already know that the web data, okay, the major challenge is the user generated data on web is increasing day by day, right? And the effective usage of such data and information on the web need to be made, and for that we need to develop intelligent web. In order to do that, develop an intelligent web, the intelligent techniques need to be applied. That is nothing but the web need to be trained in such a way that it need to learn its own content and structure the content. And in this context, web intelligence has been recognized as one of the most important as well as fast growing research field. Now, particularly in this paper, we have presented the overview of all the trends and practices of the web intelligence, and these practices which play a vital role in order to meet all the challenges in developing the intelligent web. Now, and also along with that, a small analysis report has been made on the representative references. And moving on to short history on brief history on web intelligence. Unlike the history of artificial intelligence, the history of web intelligence is very short, relatively short. And the name was coined in 1999, and that these are the 3 persons and their combined research effort, and the common goal of them is to develop some discipline which includes the theories and techniques which are related to web information. The first paper on this web intelligence was published in 2001, and in 2002 WIC was established in order to promote the research in this field, that is WI. And later, in 5 to 6 years gap, WI has become a very hot topic in the field of data mining, web mining, information systems, etc. Now, exactly what is web intelligence? Web intelligence is nothing but the integration of the information technology with artificial intelligence. Now, this innovative AI and advanced IT together develops web intelligence or intelligent web, and the application of AI on web, it can be called as, okay. And this web intelligence systems, or IWIS, is nothing but intelligent web information system, and the functionality is what they does is perform reasoning, learning, and even self-improvement. They make the dynamic recommendations, and they perform the automatic modification of the website content, and they combine the web usage data with the marketing data. This is just like the personalized marketing and online behavioral analysis. All these are just a few, and all these are done by introducing the intelligent component into the web. That is nothing but web intelligence. And even it covers many fields such as semantic web, data mining, information systems, pattern recognition, predictive analysis. And here in this we can give a small example, like online tutoring system is a web intelligence example. And moving on to the research trends of web intelligence. These are the few research trends of web intelligence. The first one is semantic web. Now the semantic web is, in this semantic web, the data on the web is structured and tagged in such a way that it can be read directly by the computer. And in this comes the area of ontology. Ontology, it's nothing but the specialization of the concepts and relationships. And even multi-agent systems. Multi-agent systems are nothing but these are the software programs. You can say they perceive the environment and autonomously act to solve some complex problems. And web mining. Web mining is nothing but, just like in data mining, we try to retrieve or extract the knowledge from the data and information. Similarly here, the data is nothing but the web data, and that web data can be a web content data, web structure data, or web usage data. But trying to extract knowledge from such data is nothing but web mining. And in this web usage mining, the user's surfing behavior is tracked in order to make some personalized marketing. And coming to the web structure mining, the patterns are retrieved from the hyperlinks of the web documents, web pages. And then the web content mining, here the usage of the data on the web pages is made. And then collective intelligence. Collective intelligence is nothing but the shared intelligence or the grouped intelligence that emerges from the collaboration, or it may be some competition between among the individuals or some collective effort, etc. And that can be content based or collaborative based. And here there are three dimensions in this, like cognition, cooperation, and coordination. And here an example like the rating, reviews, etc. on the web data can be utilized, like emergent, divergent behavior can be analyzed. And next, social intelligence. And here social intelligence is nothing but the analysis made on the social media or social networks is nothing but social intelligence. This is very important component of functionality of the web intelligence, because web is web 2.0, which is nothing but called as social web. Now in the social web, the social networks. In these social networks, there are lot much of data which is generated by the users, and the intelligence component is very much required. And that can be done by using some key performance indicators. And moving on to cyber intelligence. Cyber intelligence, here the intelligence comes in identifying the cyber crimes or social abuse or criminal activities, and even remedying them. And apart from that, here we have introduced a small component concept called positive and negative web intelligence, and that can be focused in a conclusions part. And then content analysis. In content analysis, analysis on the posts which are made by the users in the social media is done. And just like the opinion mining and the sentiment analysis. And then in a web intelligence agent. Now here the development of some tools or system or methodologies, etc. And agents, that is web intelligent agents, are nothing but the software programs. And they perform mainly two functionalities. One is explore and exploit the web-based services, and this is nothing but the ubiquitous agent. And then the next functionality is here it exhibits the web user generated regularities, like information foraging agents. It's nothing but they try to track the user surfing behavior. Okay, and strong regularities of that behavior is characterized, and the user is described like his random or rational or recurrent, etc. And then moving on to WI technologies. And these WI technologies are at 4 levels: internet level, interface level, knowledge level, and application level. Now at the internet level, some intelligent techniques are used in order to identify the web surfing behavior of the user there. At interface level, some intelligent web interfaces are created or developed by using this multimedia systems. And third one is knowledge level. It's nothing but the development of the semantic web. And at the last level, fourth level, application level. In this application level, it is nothing but the very kind of ubiquitous computing. Okay, so those are nothing but the WI technologies. Next, moving on to the conclusions. Here we have introduced a small concept called positive web intelligence and negative web intelligence. Now, positive web intelligence is nothing but it is achieved for the intelligence which is achieved for the human development or social development or personality development, or mainly for the national development. It is by its nature it's called as a positive web intelligence, and the other one is nullifying the negative web intelligence. And here these techniques are also explored to identify the abuse on the social networks and focus more on the cybercrime remedying. And particularly in this paper, it lists the trends of the web intelligence in order to create the positive web intelligence and then promote the social and human development. Now, moving a step forward towards one research trend of web intelligence, that is content analysis. We already have seen in the previous paper, that is a survey paper on web intelligence, where content analysis is nothing but analyzing the posts made by the users on the social media. Okay, and there comes the opinion mining and sentiment analysis. So here the title of the paper is Text Opinion Analyzer and Classifier using the Word of Support. So here analyzer, a small modification made to the linguistic approach, that is nothing but the text opinion analyzer, and classifier is using the supervised method, that is a classification, and that is using a new component called Word of Support. And this paper has been presented in the international conference which is held in BVI College, that is New Delhi, and it is published in the proceedings of this conference is a IEEE conference. And moving on to the abstract, what is actually opinion mining? It is nothing but tracking and analyzing the opinions of the people which is written in any language, and that is done by on any topic or in any product. Okay, and here in this, particularly in this paper, we have presented our approach, the features, the architecture, and the data source which we have used for gathering the opinions, the components of the approach, and the different levels of opinions that we have made. Okay, and that is nothing but like positive, negative, and neutral. Okay, and also it focuses on a new method which comes under the linguistic approach, and that improves the effectiveness and efficiency of the algorithm when embedded. And these are the three main methods of the opinion mining. One is lexicon based, machine learning, and language modeling. Here in first one, lexicon based techniques for opinion mining, we use the annotated dictionaries, and these dictionaries already have contain the sentiment polarity of the text. Okay, and that is used in order to determine the sentiment of the text that we provide. Okay, and these dictionaries are either constructed by the human or automatically constructed also by using some unsupervised learning techniques. And machine learning approach, and this is nothing but the supervised classification methods which are used here, and the training data is used in order to determine the polarity of new data, and that is nothing but sentiment polarity prediction. And the language model or NLP process, and here this is nothing but a text element processing, and that text element is actually transferred into a machine format by using NLP techniques. The objective of the approaches of our paper, the prime objective is to quantify into these, that is strong support, strong disagreement, partial support, partial disagreement, and neutral. And if suppose there is a worst case scenario where we couldn't conclude it anything, then that is nothing but no conclusion. And the approach one is the first method, linguistic approach. Second one is the machine learning approach. And here to reduce the time and effort, we have introduced a component, and here in machine learning the existing technique, that is supervised classification technique. And in the methodology, the accuracy of the sentiment analysis will depend on some parameters. Okay, but here the judgment is restricted either to agreement or disagreement. That's it. So actually that depends mostly on the perception. Okay, that is understanding perception of the individual. So what is done is we have created a perception based on word of support. Clearly, to understand what this word of support is, for example, here the admin of this particular application is itself posting the topic. So when a person posts a topic, what is his stand towards the topic? What does his perception, according to him, according to his perception, what does he mean standing towards the topic or against the topic? So what is agreement and what is disagreement according to his perception? So that is also been provided by the admin. Okay, that is actually called as the word of support. What is his word of support towards the topic which he has provided in the application? Okay, so with this what happens is the level of checking reduces. The comparing and matching of the words present on the sentences to the local dictionary. So first the phrases which are present, which are provided by the admin in the word of support are used in order to compare the text which is posted by the users. Okay, there the level of complexity is reduced. And the number of the matched words gives the overall score. Okay, so there for the phrase level and then next sentence level, we have tried to identify, and then completely the person opinion, and that is the divided the words come from the positive or negative or neutral, and then average of the score. At last, if suppose 80 people have given, we have taken the average of that. And here comes the flow diagram of the approach, and the opinion of the people which is taken from the students and the faculty on the topic, and from there we have retrieved this sentences. And using the word of the support, the words in this support matching with this word, with the words of this sentence, we have retrieved the sentence opinion, and from there the person opinion, and then the overall opinion, making the average. And this is the levels in the approach. First, the words are used in order to identify the polarity, then the phrase polarity, then the paragraph polarity. And when the paragraph or phrase sentence polarity is tried to retrieve, the ordering of the words is very important, because the placement of the word in the sentence also matters. And here this is the analyzed result, okay, on a topic called demonetization. Is it a good move or a bad move? And that was a topic. All total 6 topics were given, and this is a sample. And this experimental analysis includes the interface as well as the 2 types of users, admin and participants, and 5 different topics. Each student expresses his opinion, and the results obtained are out of 84 students, only 7 were not justified. Okay, they were not. We have failed to judge the opinion of the users. And this is the second approach, that is using the supervised classification technique, where the training data, that is sentences of the positive and negative opinion, are provided, and that is nothing but the training set. And using this training set, a model is built, and using the test set, we have tried to make the model a better one, and then finally new data is provided in order to verify whether it is correctly classified or not. That is the classified opinions and sentiments, and the overall opinion on the topic is taken. Moving on to the conclusions. Actually, this is a completely a new one, where the admin itself providing the word of support. So the complete process revolves on the word of support, because the main challenge is sometimes the words which are there in the text or phrases contains at a particular instance it may be positive, and at a particular instance the same word is treated as a negative. Okay, that was the main challenge. So for that, the perception of the admin who is posing the topic also needs to provide the word of support, and using the word of support, at the first level, the words which are there in the word of the support are compared with the words which are there in the text provided by the user. And after that, still if the at the second level, directly the positive words and the negative words are compared with the lexicon, and then the third level, the words in the word of support are also break down, and that is also compared. So finally, the algorithm used or projected in this paper shows a great potential as an effective approach, and it also can be further improved. Making another step towards the other trend of web intelligence, that is social media intelligence. The title of the paper is India Abusive Government of Telangana, GOT 2011, a constitutional IT and SMI solution. Here SMI is a social media intelligence solution. And this paper is published in the proceedings of international conference, that is ICSTM, and in the journal IJR-ECE. Moving on to the abstract. Before moving on to the abstract, in order to understand the cybercrime case study, let us go to the introduction part. In this, the GOT 2011 is a non-existent government of Telangana, because in 2011 we don't, right? So to that, the JNTUH claims belongingness from 2011, and that is evident in the screenshot. And this is the screenshot taken on 2nd November 2011. Now this Government of Telangana 2011, it has violated the State Emblem of India Prohibition of Improper Use Act 2005, a sedition law. It has violated the sedition law, and even it has violated the IT Act 2008 under the Identity Theft Section 88A, and this has committed multiple crimes of cheating and sedition, online sedition. This GOT 2011 particularly is an India abusive government of Telangana. It is a cheating GOT, it is a seditious GOT, it is a fake GOT. And GOT 2014, which is an actual government of Telangana, it is existent from 2nd June 2014. It is also PGOT, where after the parliament has passed the AP reorganization bill. And then what is this FGOT? Fake government of Telangana, which existed online as well as offline. That is jndhjack.com, which existed in the JNTH University academic premises. And this has been retrieved from the appropriate evidence is taken from the Internet Archives of the Wayback Machine, that is a web crawler tool. And many steps has been taken, and finally legal proceedings have been took place in order to diffuse this effects of this cybercrime case study. But still the court did not punish those as the two branches returned to hostile witnesses. And even the JNTUH public authorities and the concerned police authorities, they have reacted disproportionate to the sequence of the steps taken by us. Moving on to the methodology. Before moving to the methodology, let us see to the abstract. Now in this abstract, what the first point says is the cyber crimes, which are nothing but acts as a deadlock, okay, to the progress of the society as well as the information technology, IT, and that becomes an eminent part. And this is where we need to be very much sensitive and try to diffuse all the cyber crimes which occur, okay. And owing to the instance where the cyber crimes are mishandled in this particular JNTUH academic premises, that is in the case of JNTUH JAC online organization, in order to handle these cyber crimes, this particular cyber crime, we took it as a challenging and brought some alternatives with respect to the legal as well as law enforcement authorities. And here a survey has been made, conducted, that tests the social networking sites usage related skills, okay, among the students, and that is used to find out the SMI, that is social media intelligence of the students. And we presented even the detailed analysis reflecting the consequences and influence of the awareness and national consciousness programs in JNTUH. Now this is the methodology where the approaches are like created a few web pages with the case study, and also some numerous methods have been implemented to bring the awareness among the students and some selected people. And regarding the survey, 18 MTech students, MTech fresher students of SIT of JNTUH have been considered, and we have sampled the responses and the approaches of those students in handling these cyber crimes. Okay, and here for that survey, 6 social media, that is YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, ISSUO, Google Plus and SoundCloud social media have been considered, and the complete focus was on MIC generation, and the objective was to achieve the SMI, and SMI after the analysis one was found to be high, which is very much impressive. And the questions for the study in the survey which is posed to the students were these. That is, they have to create the account of all the 6 social media accounts for the PGF. PGF is nothing but the People's Governance Forum, which is a remedial forum developed in order to diffuse this cybercrime. And this is the tabulated analysis summary, and student wise as well as social media wise, 6 social media and the students who have participated in the survey. And based upon the results of these analysis, like sedition law violation, identity theft was noted, and PGF awareness generation was emphasized, MIC generation and PGF awareness generation was emphasized. So based upon this, we declared that the SMI was of the students was impressive. And these are the samples of the solutions to the previous posed questionnaire. So total 6 samples for 6 social media accounts have been presented in the paper. And moving on to the conclusions of the paper. Now this presents the social media analytics in the backdrop of the 4-fold cyber crimes, okay, and their impact in the JNTU academic environment, and that is between 2011 and 2018. And the remedial phase between this 2014 and 18 shows that there is no indication of any steps taken by the JNTUH or Government of Telangana or the police commissionerates. Okay, and it is recommended that these people, the administrative authorities, either release a white paper highlighting the steps taken to defuse this cyber criminal Government of Telangana. Now, in this paper, the Mother India consciousness is reflected in the social media analytics of the fresher students, okay, their opinions and the sentiments. Our solution, that is the SMI solution to this India abusive Government of Telangana, it can be taken up, that is a future scope, by capturing more coverage of the subjects in the broader forum. The title of the next paper is The Nuts and Bolts of the India Abusive Fake Government of Telangana, Cyber Policing Against Online Sedition. Okay, the nuts and bolts. What does nuts and bolts mean is the basic practical details, okay, of India Abusive Fake Government of Telangana, and cyber policing against online sedition. And this is published in the abstract of this paper is published in the proceedings of ICIET 2018, and the full paper hasn't yet been published. It has been accepted by a conference but not yet published. It need to be. And the abstract of the paper is this. Now, the cyber crimes are galore everywhere. The impact of these cyber crimes is appalling on the human ecosystems, and our work, our research group work considers the cyber crime case study in the JNTUH academic environment, and that in study of it from a multi-dimensional perspective. Okay, and here we particularly present the case as a big data crime. Yes. Now, do we actually have figures which just qualifies a crime as a big data crime? No, we don't have, right? And here this particular case has been treated as a big data crime because the enormity of it is very high. Now, how can we say the enormity is high? Because this is not just like a fake degree or a fake university. it is a fake government of Telangana, right? It is abusive of Indian nation and Indian constitution. So it is treated as the enormity is treated as a very high here. Now how the total number of registrations made were approximately 2,500. And the organizations which are included here in this is two cyber criminal organizations, that is JNTUH JAC and the other one is CSGOT. Okay, that is Cyber Criminal Seditious Government of Telangana and JNTUH JAC. So 2 into 2,500, and even they have committed 4 crimes, right? The first one is a violation of the state emblem of India, Prohibition of Improper Use Act 2005, right? A case has been registered against this. And the second one is identity theft. The case has been registered. And the third one is sedition law. Complaint was raised, but the case was not registered. And the last one is cheating the nation. There is no case here. So 4 cyber crimes, 4 into 2 into 2,500. And so here we say that this is one more thing, like here the identity theft, it's not just a identity of a very small organization, it's an identity of a Indian nation, right? So there we say that this enormity of the offense is very high, and we treated this as a big data crime. Okay, and the cyber policing reforms are very much necessary. Okay, but what happened? Either the government of Telangana, nor the judiciary, nor the police, nor the JNTUH academic representatives, they haven't taken any action towards the diffusing this particular CSGOT. So what we say is the cybercrime researchers should just not identify or study the cyber crimes, but they have to get into the field of police stations. Okay, they have to lodge the police complaints, they have to track the life cycle or lifespan of the cases, they have to go through the procedures of the court. It should not be in the 4 walls or a college or a lab. Okay, it need to be practical, and so that is what is mentioned here. And even the IT professionals and researchers should work in tandem with the cyber police and the cyber law practitioners. And in this particular paper, we have even mentioned the issues which are related to cyber law, cyber issues, and cyber policing, which are nothing but taken from the 360-degree perspective, not just one. And we have to inculcate into the students this particular national affection, national fervor, national consciousness, and national integration. Okay, by diffusing this particular cyber criminal organizations and moving towards a progressive society or a Swachh Digital Bharat, and our work serves this purpose. Next, moving on to the next paper, that is Web Intelligent Information Systems, a PGF mediated social media evaluation perspective. And this paper is published in the book of abstracts in the APSC, that is 2018, and in the conference proceedings of ICR TES in 2018, and even in the international journal recognized by UGC, that is IJMT. And this paper is presented in the conference that is held in OU, Osmania University campus. Moving on to the abstract of the paper. Now here, social networking, the abstract includes the importance of what a social media is and social media campaigning is, and what are the different social media that we have considered here for the evaluation perspective, and what are the illustrative websites that we have considered, and even the comparison of the this social media degree evaluation is done in a tabular format. And with that we have explained what is the significance of the social media degree is, uh, showing that the PGF, that is a People Governance Forum web page, also is having a very high degree value of SMD. Now the introduction includes the sections like social media. Now what is social media? We all know social media, which is a part of web, is nothing but a kind of communication media for sharing the ideas, views and information, right? And this is very primary, important, as well most used source of information for the visitors, right? And this social media also has become in these days like an online advertising campaigns for most of the organizations. And that is nothing but social media campaigning. Social media campaigning is nothing but a coordinated effort to assist with some goal, maybe some goal of the organization, which is making use of this social media. So that is nothing but the social media campaigning. And significance of the degree of social media. Before moving on to significance of the degree, we need to know the social media linked websites. What are these social media linked websites? Now in these nowadays, like the linking of the social media to the websites is prominently increasing day by day in order to achieve their own specific goals. Like it may be like increasing the web traffic or increasing the sales for free online marketing kind of things. And there it's a very important and must do option, for the websites to link that to the social media. And here how many social media are linked to the websites will actually matter in this intelligent web information systems. So there comes, that is a degree of the social media. So that is nothing but the degree, and that actually matters. So the significance of the degree of the social media is projected at the last in this paper. And the features of IWIS is nothing but, we initially in the first paper itself we told that the most important part of web intelligence or intelligent web systems is nothing but the social media. Now here social media is a very important feature, so that is what we have explained. And applications of IWIS is nothing but illustrative websites, which we have projected here, and those are nothing but the very important prominent websites we have taken as illustrative websites, which includes these social media as a part for their campaigning or for reaching their specific goals. And those are the websites that we have considered here as a part of the applications. And along with those websites, PGF is also taken in the tabular format to show that it is having a very high SMD value when compared with the others. So that is what is the motivation, nothing but to campaign PGF through the social media, making use of this SMD degree. Okay, and the websites which we have considered, as well as the social media which we have considered, all are projected in the later slides. And PGF is nothing but, we all know, it's an awareness awareness creation remedial forum, and it is specifically to teach the students, train the students on inculcating some national integration in them, as well as how to use the internet positively kind of things. And this is the motivation. The PGF forum web page is taken here, considered here, in order to disseminate the national integration among the students and provide the basic awareness of how to use this internet positively. It is awareness creation remedial forum, and the motivation of this paper is mainly making the or campaigning the PGF through the social media, and compare that degree of the social media with some other prominent websites. This is the People Governance Forum web page, which includes all the social media that are linked to this particular web page. The snapshot. And this is the table. Actually, we have taken another table which shows the websites on the here, as well as all the other degree. Those are nothing but we have included 7 totally, that is Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and other like YouTube, and LinkedIn and SoundCloud, Instagram. So total 7 social media we have taken, and for each website we have taken the degree of it. And if you observe in this tabular form table, the PGF and PGF founder both are having the degree of social media as 7, and the next highest is 6, which is the Chief Minister of AP, and all the others are very less, right? So that indicates 5, there are 5, 4, 3 even maximum, okay? And these are the websites and their SMD values. And in this conclusions, so based on the comparison made on the SMD values with these illustrative websites, we conclude that it is really very significant and important in this modern media campaigning, and that itself motivated us to exploit this campaigning for PGF, okay, and realization of its goals. And achieved SMD value is 7, which is the highest, okay, and that is for the PGF web page as well as the PGF founder website. And we have used this particular high SMD value PGF for the awareness generation, not any personal benefits, okay, without any iota of personal benefit. This particular forum, that is PGF works. And this is nothing but to create awareness generation among the stakeholders of the academic, such as the students, teachers, and other authorities in the JNTH academic environment. And in order to sensitize the academic stakeholders accordingly, such that the recurrence of the cybercrime case studies which we have seen in the paper 3 and paper 4 is to be prevented, okay, and even promote the values of national integration and national consciousness. And this gives us the sense of pride for shouldering the national responsibility in this manner. Moving on to the next paper, that is a comparative evaluation of SMMD values of popular social media sites along with PGF, a high SMMD case. SMMD is nothing but social multimedia degree. Just like in the previous paper we have evaluated the social media degree, here comes the social multimedia degree. And this is published in Springer as well as the proceedings of the conference, that is ICA-CCT, which is held by at CMR CET College, Hyderabad. And moving on to the abstract. Now here this abstract indicates that the social media applications which are very prominently used these days include different forms of multimedia, right? For the effective distribution of the information to the users, the extensive use of the multimedia is done, and that is nothing but social multimedia. And the major trend is nothing but how this social multimedia elements are used in these social media. That is what is the trend. And along with the other social media websites, the PGF is also considered here for the evaluation of the SMMD degree. And PGF, we already know, it's established in 2017, and the main cause is it has taken it has a good cause of shouldering the responsibility of disseminating the national integration among the students. And here we have also included a questionnaire which shows the social media intelligence of those students, and all these students are considered as stakeholders here, and this provides a basic awareness to those students. And it also, this paper particularly presents the evaluation perspective of the SMMD degree, okay, in the form of a table. And important thing is the PGF is also having a high SMMD value. And in the introduction part includes the social media, what is multimedia, what social multimedia is, the elements of the multimedia, social multimedia degree, and what is the degree evaluation. We already seen what social media is, right? For the dissemination of the information, that is the ideas and information, we use the social media, and it is very important part of the web intelligence, right? Multimedia, we already know, like there are multiple multimedia like text, images, audio, video, animation, graphics, etc. kind of things. And social multimedia is nothing but the social media which are using extensively these multimedia forms, the content in the form of multimedia for effective distribution of their information. Okay, that is hence it has been called as social multimedia. And the elements of multimedia which I have already listed out, and the social multimedia degree is nothing but each social media, what all the count of the multimedia content it has been embedding it in its social media, that is nothing but the degree of the social multimedia. And the methodology, here we have considered some websites that the social media like Wikipedia, Facebook, YouTube, and all these social media is considered along with the PGF. And the elements of multimedia considered are 5 elements: text, image, audio, video, graphics. And coming to the PGF, PGF is nothing but, we have already seen the main intention of PGF is to sensitize the stakeholders such that the occurrence of the cyber crimes is prevented, as well as to promote the values of national integration and national consciousness, the respect towards the constitution, etc. kind of things. And here in this paper we have also presented the manifesto of the PGF particularly. This is the PGF website. Initially the PGF web page is in this manner, the snapshot of PGF website. It is established in 2007 and the founder is Dr. K. Chandrasekharaya garu. And here this is the PGF website. The snapshot of it is shown with many inclusions done in this. And this is a comparative evaluation which is shown in a table format, and here are the social media which we have considered, and here are the multimedia which we have considered. And what all multimedia are included in this particular social media, or the degree is shown here. So along with the all particular values, SMMD values, PGF and PGF founder is also having a SMMD value of 5 and 5. And the another section of this particular paper is content analysis of the answers by the students on SMI queries. So some SMI queries have been posed here. The main focus is on the MI's generation, and the social media intelligence is verified over here through the answers. And 2 sets of question paper are provided, set 1 and set 2 here, like the trends and challenges. Okay, and regarding some technical papers, the summary of the technical papers is asked, and here how to diffuse this dark or fake government of Telangana, that is CDF-SGOT. And so there should be 4 text, audio, video messages posts in each social networking site. That is nothing but making the students use this multimedia, different contents, the content in different forms, that is different multimedia forms. And analysis on the content is done, and that SMI is observed to be very impressive. And this is a sample of the answers which are given by some students. There is a big table in the paper, and here they are aware of the violation, and they are aware of what sedition law is, and they are aware of what identity theft is and what actually happened. And here they have noted everything which is defaming the JNTUH website. And these are the threat in the IT world, the threat to the Indian national fabric. So these are all the things that is a cognition made by the students of JNTU. And finally, moving on to the conclusions. Here the significance of the SMMD is concluded here in the social media campaign. and that is particularly made use by us for campaigning the PGF, as it has achieved as SMMD value of 5 along with the other prominent websites. And here the stakeholders of considered as students, teachers, and the other academic authorities here. And mainly to the intention is which we have already spoken, that is nothing but sensitizing the stakeholders and promoting the values. And this work is nothing but a sense of pride for shouldering the responsibility in the manner, and there is no personal iota here. There is no iota of personal benefit here. So until now we have seen the 6 publications, me as a main author, and these are the publications, the 4 publications where I am the co-author. One paper is published in a Springer, and that is nothing but cyber intelligence alternatives to offset the online sedition by in-website image analysis through web crawler cyber forensics. And the other one is cyber policing, the multifaceted cyber criminal fake government of Telangana. What is source for the goose is source for the gander. Here the comparison is the goose and gander is nothing but the Swami Paripurnananda case as well as this CSGOT case, fake government of Telangana case, where it is handled differently. Okay, so that is mentioned here particularly. And here the next one is approving psycho-neurocomputer systems to prevent cyber crimes in the information highway, and that is systematic versus the individualistic perspective, and which is also published in the IEEE conference proceedings. And then the next one is the many facets of 3D government of Telangana. It's nothing but the 3 dimensions of this government of Telangana is mentioned here. Moving on to the literature survey. So these are the other papers, the main important representative references which are made for the paper 1 and paper 2 actually. And paper 1 is nothing but the web intelligence survey paper, and this is nothing but the papers for the online. And these are the major important papers, representative papers which we have considered. And these are the papers which are nothing but the research group publications. And out of the literature survey made on these papers, the paper 3, 4, 5 are 6 are done. So this is the list of all the 30 papers. Any queries? Thank you.